So, hi guys, let's continue with the hoisting part. So, if you have not seen the previous video, we have discussed about the hoisting, the variable and the functional declaration hoisting. I would recommend seeing that part first and then coming back here. Okay, let's see what all we have on screen first. We have a function expression here, which is potentially it's a function that just logs my name variable. Let's see the current output first. What is the output? So this is printing Vishal, which is my name variable. This was an expected value. Now let's do one thing. Let's create another variable where with the same name, my name, and assign it a different value. It can be anything. Let's say we assign it a value of Rohan. Now what I'll do is I'll log this variable again, my name. So in the previous log we saw that this log is printing the my name variable Vishal. Now what do you think that this log should print? Now there are two logs inside say my name function now, and we have introduced one more variable with the same name. Now let's see what will be the output. I run my code and okay, what we are getting here is this is printing undefined and this is printing Rohan. This may be an expected behavior for you, but this one line here, when there were not these two lines, it was printing my name Vishal, but in this case now it is printing undefined. Why is that so? So what is happening here is when in the execution phase our code runs, as and when it runs this function, it comes across this function keyword. Now this function keyword generates a very new execution context again. Currently we were in global execution context here. This all was in global execution context, but when we run this function, it comes across function keyword. It creates a whole new world here, which is a new execution context, new local execution context. Now when a new execution context is created, the whole process of hoisting takes place again here. Now when hoisting is taking place again here, so there will be two phases again. One will be the creation phase and one will be the execution phase for this particular context. Now in the creation phase, the compiler will read your code. It comes across the var keyword. It says okay, we have a var keyword and we have to hoist it. We have to allocate some memory. It goes here, allocate some memory to var keyword and comes back. Now the second phase will be the execution phase. This is the similar case as we discussed in the previous video. Now in the execution phase, it comes here and says okay, we have my name variable that is in the memory, but the value is undefined, so it prints the undefined value here. We are modifying the name, my name value here, and it is again printing this value here. So this is what is happening in this case. So that is it guys. This is all about hoisting in JavaScript. If you have any questions, you can just ask in the comment section, and if you have any other topics, you can suggest that as well. So you should in most of the cases actually avoid hoisting because it leads to an unwanted behavior, and your codes, whatever the code you write, should be very understandable. In this case, this looks pretty weird. You are logging using the name first and then initializing your variable. This may lead to an unwanted behavior. So you may ask, how do we avoid hoisting? So there are ways to avoid hoisting. Number one would be, do not use var keyword. Instead of var, you might use const or let. We will discuss const and let in some upcoming videos. But for now, let's remember that we can use other keywords here. Instead of var, we can use const and let. Instead of function, we can just use function expressions instead, or we can just use arrow functions. That is how we can avoid hoisting. So that's it guys, that's it for this video. Thank you.